Good morning, everyone. I'm really excited to have this opportunity to speak to the leaders of Transamerica, and what a beautiful place to have a conference. So most of you guys last night on the dance floor, so we're working on our health, right? And of course our wealth, the people in this room are doing something right. But again, I want to share just a little bit of what I've done in the past. We're going to talk about using a specialist for growth and progress. Because it's one thing to come into a business and do life insurance, but there's so much more that's available, and we need to use specialists to truly have progress. Now, what is a specialist, right? That's the first thing that comes to mind. Whenever you're looking at it and you're saying, okay, what do you mean by a specialist? Well, a specialist is a person that devotes themselves to a subject or a particular branch of a subject or a pursuit. Now, when you devote yourself to something, it's because you have passion and purpose. It's something that you do second best is just not good enough. It's something that resonates within you, and everybody just can feel it whenever you talk to them. A couple of examples, there's reps out there that have a personal connection with cancer survivors. They've seen the financial devastation that cancer can bring. So they take it upon themselves to reach out to every person they can and try to help protect them with cancer insurance. You may be that rep that is also out there every single day, and you see people that their entire estate is liquidated because they do not have long-term care. And you want to be that person that helps that person to plan to make sure that they do not lose their entire estate. Well, time to take action. I'll tell you a little bit about me and why I decided to become a retirement specialist. I came into the industry in 2003. We had just gone through 3 down years in the market, 2000, 2001, and 2002. I talked to many clients that had lost, some of them over 50% of their assets. They had worked their whole life to get these assets. So I decided in 2004 that I was going to take action. First thing I did is educated myself. Okay, you've got to go out there, you've got to find what it is that people need, and then educate yourself on how to help them. That way you have the confidence to educate them. The next thing you need to do is go out there and just do it. Once you educate yourself, the main thing I see a lot of people do is they have all this knowledge, but they're afraid to take the first step. You've got to take action. Because of that, I was able to help hundreds of clients. Now, not only clients that I directly came in contact with, but other clients that other reps in the firm would say, hey, can you help me? It was a really, really good experience for them to know that there was a specialist with retirement income advice to help these clients. Now, I'm talking to you today about not only being a specialist, but building a team of specialists. Why is that so important? The need has never been greater. Right now, today, every single day, 10,000 people are retiring every day in the U.S. alone. That's over 3.65 million, if my math is correct, every year. I want to be a part of helping those people. Now, that number is estimated to only grow between now and the year 2030 to over 11,000. When I started in the business, they told me there's 5,000 to 7,000 people retiring every day. They said, Drew, you need to be a specialist because by the year 2015, it'll be over 10,000. They were right. And there's not enough of us out there learning how to help these people. Unless we go out there and educate ourselves, we're not going to be able to efficiently, effectively, and in a capable way help these people. Their needs simply will not be met. And I don't know about you, but I'm not okay with that. These are a few specialists that we have in our office, okay? Of course, we have Medicare specialists. That's something that a lot of people, there's a lot of moving parts. You need to have that in your office. Also, long-term care. One of the guys that works for me, he told me, he said, I'm trying something, and I'm yet to see the results, but I know he's going to have good results. Long-term care, he's going to the long-term care facilities, assisted living facilities, and he's saying, I want to speak to the family members of the people that are in here, not the ones that are in here right now, but more of an in-service where I go in and speak to them and say, let me explain to you how you can protect your children, you can protect your estate, and you won't have to worry about what happened to your parents. Spoke to a lady just this last week. She was crying, and she told me, she said, my parents worked so hard, and they told us all of their lives they were working hard to make sure that not only they were okay, but they could leave us something as well. She said, my dad, people are living longer. We just looked at that. Curtis just talked about that. She said, my dad was in his 90s and my mom as well. Their entire estate of over $1 million was liquidated because they did not have long-term care. Wow. What an opportunity. Social Security, something that every single year changes. We've got to make sure we're staying on top of that. We're helping people to understand how it all works. Now, you also have retirement planning, estate planning. That's something that I did, and I think it's something that as time goes by, it's only going to be a greater opportunity. And unless we jump in now with both feet, everything's just going to pass us by. Now, how do we get started? Again, I think the opportunity right now to educate yourself is so much better than when I started. We didn't have FS-Ed, Curtis, when I started. We had American College. And that was great, and I still advocate for the American College. I think we should go out there and get our designations. Great college. But FS-Ed is amazing. Here's why. 7 to 10 minute presentations. You go there and they'll teach you just about everything you need to know to make sure that you're actually helping people with the right information, right? I look at these videos and I say to myself, wow. It took me, instead of 7 to 10 minutes, it took me 7 to 10 books to get that knowledge. It's a lot easier today. So we no longer have the excuse that I don't have the time. We do have the time. We have to make the time. Make sure you have the proper license. That, of course, all varies by state. Make sure that your certifications are intact. Now, the main thing, and I think it was Beverly that's here for Crump, we have a partner in Crump that can help us to make sure that we're doing everything we can to be a specialist. You know what Crump's specialty is? Helping you become a specialist. That's their specialty. So you need to reach out to them. Spoke about the guy with the long-term care. He called them. He said, this is what I'm doing. They gave him everything he needed. You need brochures. You need this. You need that to educate them. Everything he needed was there. We also have great partners. I don't want to forget that in TEB and TFA. The future has never been brighter. Today, I'm going to challenge you to find your passion. Go out there. Find what it is that moves you. I encourage you, look at the Life Happens videos. I encourage you to look at what Transamerica has out there and do everything you can and find what shakes you the most. Take action with passion and purpose. Thank you.